Yo, 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 what it do? You know, Badda season in the cut, and she don't give up.
Hi, hello, welcome back to In My Head's podcast. I still don't know how I do my intros. But here...
I got you on the intro.
Oh, please.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's your girl Dréa on the podcast. And you know what time it is. It's In My Head. You get it? Because I got two heads.
Yes, thank you guys. Yo, by the way, if you made it to YouTube, this is the first YouTube episode, and you will see that I have another Sagittarius who took over today. We have Miss Badda. Thank you for the intro. It was beautiful.
That was off the top, you guys. So I hope it turned out good.
Yo, we've been together for a few hours now because we had a few. Oh my god, that was not.
Yeah,
cool.
let's tell everyone what happened.
We had a few difficulties. Just getting together to meet was a struggle. I also lost my forgot my cable for my interface in the Uber, and then I had to get the Uber to come back, and then
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, the food. Oh my god, the food took forever to... So when I say that we've been here, we ended up having to smoke and drink and just pass the time until my Uber came back so we could get the cable.
Yeah.
And then the food took forever so we could fucking...
Listen, somebody didn't want us to eat.
Somebody
tonight.
did... 2 hours to get fresh rolls were like right next to where we are at right now. So.
Literally like a 3-minute drive from where we were. Don't ask us why we didn't walk.
I didn't even think about that, and we're not gonna talk about it. We had other things to do. We had to catch up. We had to. We just had to do the job. But oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Yo, I think that I need to make a disclaimer because the way that me and Miss Badda here know each other is because we went to high school together.
Mm-hmm.
But in high school we weren't friends. We knew of each other, but like we weren't in the same crowd or anything.
No.
And only later in life did we get together again, thanks to Miss Rosalita, who is somewhere out there just doing something outside.
What's up?
And basically, I wanted to put a disclaimer because we will be talking about high school today. This will be going back to high school times conversation because the way our school was made, there was the sports kids and there was the regular kids, and we were both on each end of the spectrum from school. And so if some names slip up and I forget to bleep them because I care and I don't care, and you feel kind of bad about certain things, don't hesitate to hit me up. I'd be more than happy to talk about it because you know what? If you're still getting hurt from things from high school, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Move on.
We're gonna move on. But
Move on with life.
So we get Yo, so many people moved on with life very much out of high school, and I'm happy for them. But high school, how was let's talk about school. So we went to Louis Riel, which is
Les Rebelles.
Les Rebelles.
Allons-y.
We went to a French sports and also just regular school that was in the east of Ottawa.
Yep.
And what?
East side.
I don't even know where to start with this school because I don't know about you, but my experience was very much special because as much as I was part of the sports kid, because there was like I said, two sides of the world. There were the sports kids and there was the régulier, which is what it was. Yeah. And I was in sport études, but as much as I was part of the sports kid, I was kind of talking to everybody kind of everywhere. Yeah. And so I knew a bit of the régulier life, just like I knew the sport études life, and so.
No, for sure. And I gotta say, like, you were always like, if somebody even waved at you, you would wave back, like.
Nice.
You weren't a hater like that, So.
Oh, nice. People see it, but that's the reputation. That's the reputation.
She had a reputation, but
that's the reputation.
Whenever I waved at her, I gotta wave back.
But for real, that's the reputation for spirited people because they're just stuck up as people and being in it. Yeah. Ain't gonna lie, that's basically what it was. It was just a lot of you know, when you think you are something in somewhere where this is just high school.
This is just high school, yeah, exactly.
It's really not all that. But yeah, no,
Take a seat.
I was really wondering, what were your thoughts of me in high school?
In high school, first thought, I'm like, who does this girl hang out with, you know? And then I see right away, like, into sports. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, she's athletic. Okay, you know.
She's athletic.
That's my first time. Okay, she's athletic, you know. And I saw you had a nice body from the jump. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she's taking care of herself, you know. I knew you were healthy. You know.
I'll take care of myself.
And then yeah, pretty much I felt like, you know, you were on your side of school type of thing, like, you know what I'm saying? But whenever you crossed over, it was all laughs and jokes, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And that's my overall first impression, like, you know.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That's kind of nice. By the way, I feel like I didn't even introduce you and like what you do. I feel like I just said your name and like, yo. By the way,
y'all
Badda
should know what I do.
Yo, you should. To be honest, you should know what Badda does because Badda, one of the best, the best Ottawa female rapper, and you
Canada.
know. Please say it with your chest, just like
Canada.
that. Canada. Y'all need to really tune into Badda and everything that she does. We will have all the comments, all the description, everything. It's all gonna be there. You can find the information. Just go find it, go listen to it. But like I said, this podcast is a podcast where we chill, we talk about everything and anything. So let's please continue. What are we drinking today? By the way, because like I said, we drink everything, and today we're drinking the drink of choice by Miss Badda. And why Henny? We're gonna go back to high school conversation. I know that like I definitely jumped straight to like going back to introducing her, but just to say, why Henny?
Cause Henny take the pain away, ay. Henny take the pain away, ay.
We love that. To be honest, like this is the second time that I'm drinking Henny in my life. I'm not a Henny drinker like
Look
that.
at the smile on your face. That's all I got to say.
Yo, to be honest, I am so out of the place. I am so not here anymore. I've had a headache all day. I did shrooms yesterday, and today I ended up with some type of headache, and so I am living here. I am lit. I ate. My stomach is full. I'm good to go.
We're good.
Yo, good to go. Good to continuing. But I wanted to have Badda today because I just wanted to have Badda today. I really don't have a reason. Let's continue. High school.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was your high school experience?
My high school experience was definitely interesting. It definitely like made me who I am in a way. Yeah. But it was so interesting, like, oh my god, from everything, from like the beefs to this to that.
Their beef. Yo, let's
I was that girl knocking people out left, right, center. I'm just like, oh man.
Can we please just a little bit dive into that?
Like, so and I brought that habit from my other high school. That's why I'm just like.
Okay, wait, you went to another high school before you were here?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Francocité. And I almost got expelled from there. So then I had to like strain out my act, and then I went to Louis Riel and I did strain out my act, but then somebody wanted to mess with me, so my act came back. But you know what time it is.
No, that bad shit.
Yeah, man.
Yo, okay, okay. Well, the beefs. I guess there was beefs for you. I mean, shit. I just wonder because, like, I don't know. For me, I feel like high school was such a weird time navigating. Probably because I was hanging around too many white kids, but anyway, but a lot of them, not a lot of them, a few of them stuck with me and are still there today.
That's what's up.
When I say a few of them, I think there's not a lot, but there's love for everybody. I didn't think there's love for everybody out there. High school was a different time. We were all full of hormones and.
Oh yes, we were.
Yo, there's a few high school people that I look now and I'm like, you know what, good for you.
No, for sure. 100,
good for you,
100.
and I just wish all the best to everybody. But yeah,
for sure, it's all good vibes here. We wish all the best to everybody, and anybody that's looking down on us. Well, guess what? We wish the best for you too.
Yo, to be honest, it's that easy. It's just all love. And no, really, when I talk about high school, I just wonder how, like. When you say beef, was it just mostly with girl? Was it just with guys as well?
Girls. Guy beefs never lasted that long because, like, I feel like those were more, like, out of love. Like, okay, we good, you know? But, like, the girl beefs, oh, my God, those ones were crazy.
Is it Is it
Were you there when I got in a beef on the cafeteria?
I probably was. There were so many cafeteria fights.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about the cafeteria because that was the spot to link up with people. Like, how many times in 1 year did you go to eat lunch and then you see something?
I ate. Me and my friends, we ate on the stairs, like that were basically
you couldn't
like
eat in the cafeteria.
you can't eat inside of the caf.
No,
you
done.
cannot eat inside of the caf.
Get interrupted.
Like in like L'Oréal, there's no eating in the caf. Like even if you want to heat up something, you go heat up your shit in the microwave that is full of like 10 other bowls.
Oh my god.
And everybody's trying to push their shit to make sure that like it gets in there, that it gets fucking like
oh my god
heated up.
I'm
like a mess.
Yo.
But no, every lunch I feel like we had that conversation legit at my house with my parents about just talking about how high school was for us and just the fights. You know, the weaves and the braids that you see in the hallways. In the hallways, like you know, some shit went down, like especially.
No, wait, hold on. Did it ever happen to you that you just went to the washroom? Okay, you guys, like, I'm going to come back, and you just walking in the hall and you see like literally like pieces of braids, extensions.
You're like, that was not there when I went in.
And when you went to class, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
You're like, what?
And then you come out and you're like, what happened here? And then it's at lunch or after school day, you're like, yeah, so and so ended up fighting because of so and so.
And you're like, oh, that's what that was.
And it was always fights about guys. Mostly that's what it was. Like most of the stories that I heard about females fighting.
Oh no, me it was about you talking shit. Come say it to my face. That's what it was. That was what my beefs were about.
Oh, I think I had one of those. And then ended up being friends. But now we're friends. Me and my girl, we're good now. Like shout out to you. You know, if you listen to this, you know who you are. But like, there was a moment where she definitely tried to beef me, and oh my god, the amount of random beef that I got into just for living. Yeah. I think that it didn't help with not the people that I was hanging out with, but kind of, to be honest. Cause
no, man. Oh, shit.
Ayo, if you went to L'Oréal, you know that during quarantine, somebody got called out and somebody got what they kind of deserved during this quarantine for being racist. And not that I saw it coming and that I called it, but I kind of did. And so let's just say that's the school that we went to for you. A lot of underlying shit. That you later just hope that.
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah. You're not even talking shit. That's true.
It's just truth, to be honest. And so that was great. But enough about high school. I really wanted to talk about some things that I was thinking about this week. I was wondering, as a woman, what it is for you to be like, what is the term being a lady means to you?
Honestly, that term, it's a heavy term to me, to say the least.
Please elaborate.
It's a heavy term for me because to be a woman, that lady, like, I feel like number one is so much pressure.
Yes.
Number one, like, I feel like it's so much pressure.
Pressure, why?
Because, like, it's like they want you to be a certain type of way, but it's like I have my way of doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? So then it's just like you try to figure it out, you know? But personally, like, number one, like, I feel like women, like, every human should always show respect, you know? Respect is number one. 100%. I don't like it when women try to act like, I don't like that whole, like, stigma that's going on now where, like, oh, like, you know, like, I don't care if a nigga's trying to disrespect me, like, this, that, like, I'm gonna do this to the nigga, no, like,
nah, man,
I don't like that, like, like,
that's
let's
not
be
it.
real.
If you do that, that's not it. If you do that, that's not it.
Like, let's keep it real. That's not it.
There are certain lanes that you, like,
still be a lady in that sense that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't do that, you know, like,
there's I agree with you. I feel like there's being a lady in the sense that, like, know your lane when it comes to confrontations and when it comes to how can I explain that? It's like, as much as I'm very much of a homie girl, like, I'm the type of girl that I'm very much of a homie. Like, I hang out with the guys. I'm very much of a guy. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna hold myself back around people just to be seen as, like, super proper and shit. Like, I don't do that, but I still follow certain, I don't know, I wonder if it's cultural wise for us, just because I don't know, I feel like we personally, for me, I'm really in touch with the culture in Burundi, and like how like there's still a certain respect that you need to have as a woman, and there's still like a certain, but it's very mutual, because my parents are very much 50-50 people that like my dad did as much as my mom, and my mom did as much as my dad, but it's like there's still a certain respect in the, I don't want to say hierarchy because that's so not the word, but I don't know how, I really don't know how to explain that, but it's one of those things that being a lady is so, it's like I'm not a lady in the sense that I won't hold myself back, because you know how they say a lady needs to, you know, be proper and just watch what she says.
No. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I'm gonna. You seen me today when the food didn't come.
Let's talk about that. The food, we waited for 2 hours. Okay. Like I got to her place at 5:30. 5:45. Trying to eat. Like I already got there. I was like, yo, I have a headache. I haven't eaten today. Like we need to eat something. Like let's do that.
Ordered it on the spot.
We ordered something, and it's 5 minutes away from here.
It's literally like a 4-minute drive.
Because today
everybody's outside today. That's why.
Why are you outside? Yes,
Everybody.
I understand that, you know, COVID, things are reopening, but I don't understand why you would want to go in the crowd still. Like, as much, you know? I'm not going to get into the vaccine conversation because it's not the place, and I don't want to go in because I have my own opinion on that. But all I'm going to say is, yo, I understand that things are open, but why are y'all jumping into that shit? Like
all at the same time.
We had to wait for 2 hours. Like orders were getting messed up. Uber drivers were leaving with our food
because they were getting frustrated at all the traffic.
With all the traffic, and like and the fact that like we are in the area, and so the area is where people go, because where else do you go?
Where else is gonna happen? Ottawa. Yeah,
there's not much happening, but. Yeah, dude, I'm legit looking at that little man falling too. So there's, but the people on YouTube, you can probably see us looking on the side at something.
I can't deal with this.
Yeah. We are okay. So for the people who are on YouTube, we are currently there's a TV. I'm pointing as if the people on the audio can see where I'm pointing, but there's a TV on the left side of us, and there's just a video in the background just because
it's too much, you guys.
And this guy, there's just so many colors, and there's this guy falling. The guy is now running. He's running into like, how can I explain that? He's running into space.
What's he doing?
I wonder if it's like focusing on that, but he's running into space, and you can see galaxies, and there's walls of crystals of some type of reflective glass, and he's just running
to like nothing.
And the buildings just keep building itself so he can keep running. And so I am so sorry.
Yeah, we're like, what's going on right now?
In my head, this is what dude, my podcast is not a podcast with structure, like I said before. If you've been if you were here trying to listen and like trying to have one full story that's gonna have an ending, my bad, it probably never will. But yes, being a lady,
stories never end.
The stories continue. There's always a new story.
And but that's the point. We're speaking our minds. We're in our heads. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She gets it. That's the reason why, again, that you remember episode 1 when I was talking about the only other Sagittarius being that I can live with, and Badda is the only Sagittarius that I tolerate. There's not a lot of Sagittarius that I tolerate because, again, Sagittarius is...
We're out here. Let's say that.
Just out here, sometimes ruthless beings.
Honestly, I want to say that Sagis, we always have that phase, but when we reach who we really are, it's a beautiful thing, and you should be here for it. And if you ain't here for it, you fucked up.
Yo, I don't know, man. Like, I love you guys. Sagittarius is a bit. I love you guys. You guys make sense sometimes. Sometimes, only sometimes.
Yeah,
only sometimes because. I'm not gonna go there.
We're not gonna go there, but we love you too, girl.
We love you. Oh, I wonder. Oh no, you probably can't see it, but
yes.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Miss Badda, the like probably one of the hardest bitch that I know.
Yep.
Has a pet bird.
Yeah.
She has a parrot. And she is very much, dude. That is something that really blew my mind. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Know.
Like I got here and I saw that she had a parrot. I was like, oh my god, no!
And
way.
I don't show it like that. So
yeah,
personal.
no, it's very. And to be honest, I get it because she is a special one. And I was told that please talk about your parrot and tell people.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I know you don't want to go too deep, but like just tell her give her a little vibe of your parrot.
You know, yeah. So for YouTube, which you guys should go check it out on YouTube. I'm gonna show the parrot at the end of the video.
Yes.
So
oh my god.
tuned.
Yes.
So stay tuned. So go check out the YouTube video. Don't just stream. Go check it out.
Yes.
But yeah, Gucci girl. You know what I'm saying? Gucci girl. Honestly, the way I got her was just, it was meant. Like it was in the universe. It was just meant because I didn't plan it. It was not planned. Literally one day, like basically my man went to go see my boy from high school. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, he had a parrot. So then my man sends me a Snapchat like, oh my god, like I'm with a parrot right now. What the fuck? And I'm like, what? That parrot looks so cute. And then he's like, yeah. He's like, he told me he has one for sale. What the fuck?
Just has a parrot.
Yeah, just from a snap. And then I'm like, oh my god, it looks so cute. Yeah. I'm like, he has one for sale. Oh, okay, yeah, tell him I'm down. Like, I'm just like talking shit. I'm like, tell him I'm down,
What the hell? Okay, I guess.
What a crazy story.
How do you...
Like, I felt the connection right away. Like, I needed a parrot. I felt connected. I'm like, yo, right away. I said, I'm down. I kid you not. The next day, I had a parrot. The next day.
So, like,
ask me how high I was. I don't know. But the next day, I had a parrot.
How long have you had your parrot?
A year now.
A year now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a recent thing. It's a recent like love. It's a recent.
Yeah.
Okay, because like to be honest, seeing you guys together, it feels like you guys have been together for a few years.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. Like even when I met Gucci girl, like she loved me. I loved her. Cause her chest is the Gucci colors,
Oh, so, Gucci girl.
Yeah. Gucci girl, GG, Gucci girl. But yeah, pretty much like I'm telling you, like this parrot right away when she met me, like after a couple of days of her trusting me, like she's hopping on my chest. She loves me. Connection. I kid you not. I swear to you, people think I'm crazy. If ever I'm having the worst day, I promise you, she'll fly to my chest. And she never does that. It's only on those days. And she only does it on those days. So it was meant.
Animals for you.
Yeah, animals for you. Yeah.
And I believe it. I've had my own experience with an animal with my sister's dog. Zeus, my little Zeusy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to hopefully put a picture up of Zeus because Zeus is like one of the sweetest boy ever. But when I left my crazy ex, that one that I was telling you about, toxic is a very not enough to explain what I was.
Not enough.
But when I finally got out of the situation, because it was a very mentally abusive relationship that I was able to get out of, and I had the first day that I was back, I didn't want to be alone, so I ended up going to my sister's because I think she was home or something. I don't know. I ended up going to my sister's. And I was just crying on the couch, and Zeus was with me the entire time. Zeus came to me, and he was my homie. He was there with me the entire time that I was crying.
I'm telling you.
And ever since then, Zeus is my homie. Zeus is my baby. Zeus is my husband. Zeus is just everything. I love him so much.
Period.
Shout out to Zeus. He's the best.
Period. I'm telling you,
animals are the best.
I'm telling you, listen, take it from a girl that like never had a pet, was not into pets, was like, what am I gonna do taking care of a pet? Like, I'm telling you, like once you feel that connection with a pet, whether it's a sad day or a happy day or whatever it is, you're gonna be attached.
I believe that.
You're gonna be attached.
Okay, I'm really glad that you say that because like I didn't grow up with a pet. I think that the only pet that we had, oh my god, back in
I only had a goldfish, but you don't.
You
don't connect with them. They just fish around.
I was just about to say the only animals that we had were goldfish and goldfishes and. Back in Shamrock when I was like a tiny child, we lived in an apartment and in a duplex, and basically the cat from upstairs somehow got next to our window and like got one of the fishes like from the bowl because it was next to the window.
No.
So that was our experiences with animals. And other than that, because my dad is a squirrel whisperer.
Oh, okay.
So, he's gonna go outside and just like he's gonna like just legit like I think there was a year where he was able to legit get a squirrel to basically go into our living room to just eat some like nuts and then just go back outside. Yeah. Like my dad is straight up full squirrel whisperer. Jeez. Yeah, no, we used to have a squirrel that used to come to our house. Her name was Mama because she was pregnant. Because she was pregnant. Like at some point she used to come and she was pregnant and we would feed her. And you know, the next year Mama didn't come and we were like, okay, well, fuck, we hope Mama's good. And then I think that like the winter, I think the year after that though, there was like a tinier squirrel that came and we think that like it was probably one of Mama's kids that was coming by.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because I for a little bit we didn't see her, but then we only saw her once and I think she had like one of her, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you don't even know. Yeah.
But she disappeared for a while and then just a tinier squirrel came and then now we don't really have squirrels anymore.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
that's actually lit though. What the hell?
Animals are great. Yo, to be honest, like squirrels are fucking dope. I'm now, to be honest, parrots are cool. I mean, she's a cool one.
She's cool because like Gucci Girl's cool because like she knows when it's time to act up. She knows, like, right now she's humble. She knows we're working. Like, when it's time to act up and there's a banger playing, she gonna start acting up, bobbing her head, yelling, like, to the point that she's uncontrollable, you know?
Stop that.
She knows when to act up.
She's been very, like, elegant. She's been, like...
Look at her. She's posting like a boss right now.
Yo, she's been... Again, we were talking about being a lady. She's been being a lady. She's been here. She's been, like, talking when being addressed. She's been bopping when being asked to bop.
Yeah, you know?
And, okay, damn, she goes hard.
You,
But then again, you have to look at the mom and then you're like...
Period.
It just, like, there's no... How else can we explain that? I don't think that, like, there's another way to explain, like...
Just talking that shit now.
There's a reason. There's a reason why, like, you guys, she's like this is because you're also on the...
Hey, showing love. Queens showing love to queens. That's what we live for.
Yes, oh
That's
my
what
God.
we're here for.
Oh my God, this is wild. But, dude, how's life? What are you doing? What's going on?
Ooh.
Actually, no, I have another question for you. So, you make music, my friend. So, for the people, since I have to be proper, okay, Badda makes music. She's a rapper. She's a very talented. She's amazing. Please tell me your worst encounter, like, in studio-wise.
Worst encounter? Oh, man.
Studio session, worst encounter, please. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, my God. So, one time... Oh my God, I don't know why this happened. It's so unnecessary. But one time I literally, first of all, I pulled up to the studio like last minute. I called like in the afternoon, okay, I'm coming later. Okay, sounds good to pull up. Do you have an engineer? Yeah, I'm gonna call one, make it happen. Okay, pull up. Call a random engineer, yo, pull up. It was like a few years ago, like I think like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then, or maybe sooner than that. I don't know. I smoke a lot of weed. Anyways.
It's facts.
So then I pull up and then I come with the engineer. And then the guy who like owns the studio like kind of opened it for me, you know? So I'm like, okay. So then we pull up and then I'm like, because usually he has like vibe lights, like blue, red, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and like there was no lights. And I'm like... That's disrupted me. I'm like, wait, where's the lights? Like, I came for the vibe, you know? Like, I can't do music with, like, bright lights like this. I felt like my whole life was going wrong.
No.
And then he was just like, yo, I forgot to tell you it's not working right now. I'm like, what? You forgot to tell me? I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, this is not going to work. I started panicking because, my whole vibe has to be, like, dark, LED lights, like, even a couple plants in the studio. I'm not mad at that. Candles. With your Henny.
With the Henny.
The Henny
Somewhere on a table.
Somewhere on the table. Bro. Like, I like that vibe. That's actually when I create.
Yeah.
So he put me in a position where, like, there was, like, I don't know, no vibe to me. And then, like, he got angry after because I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm like, okay, we'll make it happen, I guess. But, fuck, I'm not feeling the vibe. Like, it's hard to explain because when you don't feel the vibe...
No, when it's off, it's off, man.
When it's off, it's so off.
Bro.
And like I walked in, it was off. Even like everything was off. Like, and I'm so OCD. Everything was moved around. I'm like, whoa, my whole world just turned around. I was just so then he got angry. My whole world turned around. So then he got angry. Like, yo, what the fuck? Da, da, da. I'm like, yo, bro, why you yelling at me for? We started yelling. We both started yelling at each other. We got angry. We both got angry at each other, girl, for nothing. I'm telling you, that's the worst encounter I ever had. I know. So then, whatever, we're both arguing. I'm trying to explain my point. He's playing back to back. I'm just like, yo, you know what? I'm like, listen, this studio session is just not my thing right now.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
Worst encounter, yo. I left that night. I remember I ended up writing a song and recorded the next day still at the same studio, but
not you going back.
I went back, girl. I was the only one open, and I was showing love to the homie too. You know, I said it is what it is. We squashed it, but that was so like the worst encounter. I always like have flashbacks of it, and I'm like, I didn't like that energy. Like, oh my god, you know.
That's wild. I can't.
Like the way we argued, like we took it serious. Like we went to the back room and just started arguing.
Went to the back room and all.
I didn't even know they had a back room at the time. I was like, where am I going?
What is happening? You were just.
I'm telling you, people like they don't get it. Like I'm not being mean at all. I'm being honest. I'm being pure. Like I can't create in this space. I'm being so straight up. Like, to be honest, just like you know, show me some love.
Majority of people cannot handle people who are straight up being blunt. Although I understand why. I think that there's a way of delivery, but at the same time, majority of people are not. Like when you create boundaries or you're assertive about yourself, a lot of people are just not about that. They're not about that. They don't want to be flexible.
Everybody wants you to be lenient, but it's like, how lenient can I be, you know?
Yeah, no, you can. You can, but like you can.
Yeah, like to what extent?
Because also the fact that you're paying to be there, so it's one of those things.
It's one of those things. Like I feel like sometimes they forget. Like yo,
no. If you're paying to be there, like at that point you need to definitely.
And it's not like you're paying like a couple cents. You know, you're paying that good buck per hour. So it's like. You know, it's like the least is like, yo, get me in my zone, man. You know what I'm saying?
The least you can do is just try to accommodate you. So,
you know, but yeah, that was a weird experience. But still, shout out to the gang. You already know, I'm just a real one. Gotta say the story like it is. You already know.
Is there? Oh my god, I hate how I was about to sound like a fucking someone who's interviewing you, and that was about to be so weird. Dude, we've been here together for like hours now. We've been talking, we've been eating, we've been drinking, we've been smoking, we've been like doing the does. And to be honest, like I am lit as a two, but not that lit.
Yeah,
but
we're getting there.
Not that lit, but I'm lit and I'm getting there and I can feel it. And yeah, so we were talking about being a homebody. Like, do people know that about you, that you're actually a homebody as much as like you're...
Honestly, I don't think people know that about me, but it's like people don't get that like I literally like have like the artist side. Like I'm so lit when I'm Badda. Like when I'm in Badda mode. Like I'm lit. Like
okay, so Badda is really like full on your alter ego, like in certain ways, or is it just a different?
Not even, because I still live that life, but it's like, you know what I'm saying. I still live that life, but it's like example, like you know, like when it's that time, like
it's just a different mode.
It's a different mode I get into, where it's like right now I'm in that mode where like let's say I'm going to the club and like I just dropped a song like that same weekend. Like I'm not really going to the club to party. I'm actually going to the club to go holla at the DJ, spin my track. I'm gonna get you a bottle if you want to, but just spin that shit, you know. So I get in those modes where I just like I'll do whatever. I'll go on top of the DJ booth, start getting wild. You know, so it's like, it depends what mode I get into. But then like when I'm home, you know what I'm saying, I got my joint rolled up, I got my instrumental playing, I'm trying to write a track, I'm gonna be there for a few hours just chilling and not saying much, not on my phone, you know. So it's definitely like two sides of me that are so different, and I don't know how the fuck I balance it, but I don't know, I do.
Sometimes you're just a woman of different sides and different talents.
Oh man, sometimes. What do you mean? My friends used to tell me, yo, you have like so many different personalities. I don't know which one I'm getting today.
Sounds like a Gemini to me, but...
I'm telling you.
But again, because Sagittarius and Geminis are very much sister signs, they have a lot of similarities. So
yeah,
I feel like it's very much of a mood thing, environment thing. Yeah. Not a lot of everybody is able to handle all those mood changes.
Oh no, trust me. Trust me, they can't handle it. Trust me.
Oh, that's just not...
Let's not get into that, but whoo.
Yeah, no, to be honest, like, you know what? Let's get into that, because I wonder why people have a certain difficulty with letting people just be.
Yeah.
You know, trying to always make the people a lot of. I don't want to say controlling because it's kind of intense of a word, but yeah, some people can be very controlling, and it's like, if somebody isn't down for the shits, let them not be down for the shits. If they're down for the shits, cool, let them be down for the shits. But do you think that there's a struggle for people to mind their business?
Honestly, I could say just last week I was in a parking lot. I was just trying to go grab some food with my man. Some random people are like, "Why are you parking there? Like, move! You're in the wrong parking spot." Like,
what?
They like, whoa! Like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, he's like, "You're parked in handicap," and then we're like, "We were not." And then I'm like, "Okay, like
not
what?
minding their business."
Listen. I told my man, "Yo, go reverse that car. Go embarrass this man." Yo, he just reversed it. Where's the sign? Yo, this guy just walked straight down. Like, why did I not mind my business?
That's always
mind your business.
That's always how it happens.
Mind your business.
Always how it happens.
Mind your business.
People who don't mind their business will feel fucking dumb real quick.
Like what?
People like oh my god.
And that was like one of many examples.
Please give me
one
another
of
one.
many examples.
Give me another one, please.
Like,
because I've
you know?
had too many encounters, and again, it's because we are Black women. I think that I feel like we just encountered most people who just don't mind their business.
What do you mean? Today? What? Today when I was walking, the taxi dropped me off down the road, so I had to walk like just a block. I was on the phone. I was arguing with someone about something like it wasn't even an argument. It was just like girls being dramatic.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "Where are your earphones?" What?
What is it gonna change? What is it gonna change? What is it gonna change? What you're still gonna be arguing?
So I know Gucci girl, they be giving us attitude.
You're still gonna be like, you're still gonna be arguing loud. Like, what does it mean? Like, put your headphones.
That's what I didn't understand. Like, what was that gonna change? My voice was still gonna be loud, even if the headphones, if anything, would have been louder because my ears are blocked.
People like. When I say that, people really do not take the time to mind their business.
That was
when
the stupidest
I say
comment.
that I love walking in my neighborhood because we are one of the few, again, Black people in white neighborhood suburbs, and I go for walks. I go for walks a lot. I go for a lot of walks, and people just like to ask questions for no reason.
No way.
And you know, and oftentimes the people who live in the neighborhood, like, you know, they live in the neighborhood because they just wave hello, they're fine, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it's the people who come in our neighborhoods to go for their walks, and they're the people who are gonna say things to me like, my God,
That's
sorry for the
just
burp.
too awkward. Like, what?
Sorry for the burps. Like, I see this. Okay, so there's a how the fuck do you say that? There's a cul-de-sac.
Okay,
It's a fucking cul-de-sac. What the how is it? It's a cul-de-sac,
any
right?
day, I don't know.
It's a fucking cul-de-sac. There's a cul-de-sac, and like people, because basically our street, Pacha used to, fucking know my street in the east. Our fucking street used to go fucking straight, but then they had to block it off to create a new street, and so now there's a cul-de-sac that was created, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's like it's in the evening. I was walking and I was smoking, like probably like next to, like leaning on one of the fences to just look at the creek and like the low water and just the fucking look just outside in fucking nature.
You're doing a thing.
Just in fucking nature.
Yeah.
And I'm smoking, and somebody like goes into the cul-de-sac and they park there, and I'm just chilling there, and I'm just chilling there smoking, and I'm just listening to a podcast as per usual, and I'm just smoking, and basically this person comes out of their car.
What?
They come out of their car, and it's some lady, of course. I don't want to use the K word because I don't want to be derogatory to other K words out there. But it's a K word, and she's like waving her arms. She's like waving her arms at me, and I have my headphones, so like I'm thinking that like maybe I'm not hearing her. Yeah. So then I take off my headphones, and I'm like hello.
Yeah.
I'm like hello, and then she yells at me. She's like, I'm trying. Why is the street blocked?
What?
And I'm like, what? Because it basically like it was like a little bit after like they had like blocked up the street.
But
so
why is she like
maybe
coming at you like that? That's what I'm saying. What to?
My question, why is she coming at me like this? I don't fucking know. She's like, why the street blocked off? I'm like,
okay.
I don't know, maybe your GPS didn't fucking update, bitch. I don't fucking
like,
know what the fuck
fuck?
I'm supposed to tell you. And then she sees that I'm smoking and she's like, oh, and it wasn't legal at the time.
Oh, man,
it wasn't
you
legal at
fucked
the
up.
time. And then she was like, oh, that you're probably just hiding here to smoke and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, lady, mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
You know? And I just look at her and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk home. And then she's like, and I'm starting to walk away. And
Yeah.
she's like, but I'm still trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. And I'm like, girl.
Excuse me?
I'm like, ma'am,
Excuse me?
ma'am, you just came at me
Yeah.
out of nowhere. First of all, you came in with all that.
Disrupting my peace.
First of all, not only was it peaceful, because like all the birds were chilling outside, the
You
fucking
know,
squirrels
just
were
the
all
vibes.
vibing outside, and this lady came at me fucking sideways, just with the attitude, asking me for just to ask me for directions in the end, when in the first place, just fucking ask for direction like a normal person.
Making it a big deal for what?
But you want to know the worst?
What?
The worst one. If you follow me on Instagram for a while, I've posted this story on my story, and I've posted this situation on my story. And one day I was walking home, and this lady,
Oh shit.
this fucking, what the fuck is on the screen right now?
Oh my gosh. Wait, is this still recording?
Yes. Oh no, it just stopped.
Yeah.
again.
It just stopped right now, don't
Oh
worry.
my God,
But what the fuck was
what
that?
the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know what
got
vibes I put on here.
traumatized.
I don't know what vibes I put on. Guys,
Dude,
I wrote vibes.
It looked, if you watch the movie Splice, you know the movie Splice with like the girl who's like they created
Yeah.
this alien woman.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
watched
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically what it looked like.
Oh my god, first of all, I don't know, man. I just wrote vibe, background music. I mean,
It's
video.
legit visual
And it's like the
background.
weirdest shit.
And like it's some trippy, like if I was on shrooms or acid, this would not
Oh
be
my
it.
God, yeah, this would not be it. It would scare the
like
fuck out of
it
you.
would like to be honest, even so I did shrooms yesterday and this is not it. This is really not it.
Yeah,
but like
I don't know what
anyways,
the fuck's going on.
the
man.
lady in my neighborhood, when I say that this
Yeah.
fucking bitch, I'm fucking walking, okay? And this lady, I was walking home from school. I think it was like 2019. Who fucking knows? And this woman had her, she was with her dog.
Yeah.
The typical white. That was my tooth. Oh my god, that must have been horrible on the mic. But
Sorry, no, sorry.
I wonder if I was horrible on the mic. But basically, this lady in my neighborhood, I was walking home from school, and she stops me and she's like, "Oh, I really like your hair, blah 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 blah,"
Yeah.
and she starts petting. She starts like not touching my she starts touching my hair, and then I move. I do
Yeah, we
I
don't
do-
like that.
I do
I
wanna
don't like
do-
that.
I do want to do that. I'm like, oh, can you please not? She's like, what do you mean? I can't touch your hair? I was like, but you can pet my dog.
Yeah, what the
She's
fuck?
like, but you can pet my dog. I'm like, am I
What?
your fucking dog? Yeah, I was like, can you please not touch my hair? She's like, oh, but it's fine. Like, people pet my dog. I'm like,
Excuse
what
me,
the fuck
you're
do
the
you
dog.
mean? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean people
What the
pet your
fuck?
dog? I legit looked at her, was like, what the fuck do you mean? I
Yeah.
straight up said that to that.
Yeah.
Don't care that you're an older lady. First of all, I'm sorry, but older white people have no respect for nobody.
Yeah,
A lot of them.
I don't know why it'd be
A
like
majority
that.
of them, I know a lot of parents that I know who have those are the rare parents that like of my friends that like I know they have respect for others, but a lot of them no respect. Bitch
Not
really
raised
fucking
right.
said I told this bitch to not touch my hair, and she said, oh, but like people pet my dog, like you can like it's just like petting a dog. Like, what do you mean?
Oh my god, my blood would have boiled like a hot stove at that moment. I would have been so angry.
But that's me.
I don't blame you for being like, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
But
I
you know,
had the
and
same
that's
reaction.
me, and me having a lot of respect for my elders. Like
Yeah.
I was just
But
like,
that was like a very, very like just disrespectful, somewhat racist comment. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, man. That's life of a black woman, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Listen, man.
Life of a black woman.
Life
is
of a black woman is definitely something that is not easy to get used to, but it's something
Right?
you deal with.
right.
You know,
It's
but
something-
at the same time, it's something that, you know, now we're working on something good. So when the good come, we're gonna be like,
when the good come, they gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
When the good come, it gonna come.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
To be honest,
that
like
order.
I think that this week, I was posting something on my story about how men, like, I think, oh yeah, it's because this girl in Louisiana got fucking killed because this guy was catcalling her and she ignored him, and he basically followed her and murdered her, like, because she ignored his catcalling.
Oh my God.
And something that I posted on my story, I was like, dude, I've had to run home 3 times, like sprint home because for men following me home. And people, like, men need to understand that, like, if a woman is rude to you when you approach her, although you have the best intentions, just know it's for a reason. We know that we are never safe.
Yeah, we're not. Like,
we're never fucking safe.
We're never safe, and we're always just like worried, and we're always it's like it's not a good feeling.
And as much as even me, like myself, I'm working on trying to not be so rude at people who come to talk to me, because although I need to be firm, I also don't want to be too rude to a point that I get killed. You know, it's still one of those things.
No, yeah, it's a hard balance to
find. It's a hard fucking balance because, the other day.
Oh my God.
Fuck, man. I was leaving work, and I was looking all kind of fine because I'll be looking all kind of fine sometimes, you know.
You know what time it
I've
is.
I've been starting to wear more dresses and skirts, being more comfortable with looking all fine and just accepting that I'm gonna get comments because that's just my life.
You hear that? Shawty fine, she get dime, and if you're playing with her, you gonna see what time it is, man.
But no, for real, like I was basically stopping at this bus stop with a fucking cabin thing, just because I need to get something in my bag. And you know, I'm very aware of my surrounding, and like I see someone coming to the freaking bus stop. And you know, I'm in my bag, but like I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag, and like I can see the guy like going around and like coming into the cabin thing, and like I see him just standing. So then I turn my head, and like it's just.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna talk about appearance because that's just mean, and I have no place to talk about things like that. But let's just say that in a previous episode where me and my brother were talking about knowing your lane, he did not know his lane. Okay.
Oh my God.
But I still want to be respectful because at the end of the day, like, he's trying to shoot a shot, and it probably took a lot of him. So like I still want to be nice. I don't want to I don't want to be fucking rude.
Yeah.
So,
she trying.
So he was like, oh hey, how are you? I'm like, yo, I'm good, man. Yo, legit, like straight up full homie. Like I don't have time to either ignore him, like you know, it's. If somebody's coming up to you and you just ignore them because they're talking to you, you fucking look stupid. Just fucking like talk to them or whatever. Like just fucking talk to them. It's fine. Like,
no, yeah, it's
they're
fine.
They're not gonna fucking kill you. They're not gonna fucking have rabies and try to fucking eat your neck. You're fine. Like just have a fucking normal conversation with people
and continue with your day.
You know. So this man is like, oh, how are you? Blah blah. Yo, I'm good. I'm like, how are you? He's like, yo, I'm doing great. Blah blah. He's like, oh, like where are you going? And I'm like, I look at him. I legit stopped. Look at him. I'm like, I'm going somewhere. Where are you going?
Yeah,
and then
what the fuck?
I'm like, where are you going? And then he's like, oh, you know, it's because I was at my car, but I saw you here, so like I decided to come talk to you.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
In my head, I'm like, don't roast him, don't be mean, don't roast him, don't be mean, don't roast him. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, yo, yeah, so like, where are you going? And I'm like, yo, I'm about to meet up with a friend. I was actually about to meet up with a friend.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm about to meet up with a friend, like, but I still had to walk like for a while, you know. He's like, oh, which direction are you going? I'm like, I look at him like, you're asking a lot of questions for someone that I don't know. I was like, I'm going somewhere to meet up with a friend, blah, blah. I was like, and then I was like, to be honest, I gotta go. I'm starting to like gather my things and go. And he's like, oh, like, are you sure you don't want to ride? Because he was on foot, but like, he was like, oh, I'm parked over there. Like, you sure you don't want to ride? I looked at him, I was like, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah. Goodbye. Like, and then he's going, he's like, are you sure? He's like, oh, can I have your number? I'm like, yo, my guy, I'm good. I was like, I'm good. I was like, I don't give him my number. And then somebody's like, are you sure? Like, maybe we can just talk. I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't want to give you my number. I don't want to.
That's it.
I was like, I don't want to give you my number. Like, I was like, I was trying to be nice, my guy, but like, you keep fucking. I was full on telling him this guy. I was like, I'm good. Like,
Wow.
No, thank you.
Wow.
So yeah, no, that's meant for you.
Wow, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
You don't even know how many nights I went through that.
Oh my God, please.
You know how many nights I saved my girls from that?
Oh my God, please tell me.
Yeah. Oh my
Please.
God. I remember once I was in Toronto, and then Toronto, the city where all the savages live. But anyways, so then. Yeah, so then we was at a
Savages
party.
unite.
You know what I mean? So then, like, I would go to the club. Me and my girls was like me. Was Rose? No, Rose wasn't there that night. Actually, yeah, she was. She was there that night. Yeah, Rose was there.
But
she wasn't involved in the situation. But she was
But
there.
if Rose was there, regardless, I feel like whenever, like, Rose just has that, I don't want to say that she has that energy that just, I feel like, oh no, again, what I was saying earlier, when you're with your other witches, shit just happens. It's just, it's legit that. It's legit that.
Yeah, it's legit
it's
that.
Just to confirm, it's one of those moments. Please
Literally,
continue.
you know, yeah. So then, yeah, she's in the cut, but it was me, like, my cousins were there. It was a big turn up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we all go, whatever, the club's over, you know, everyone's outside the club smoking their weed, smoking, you know, outside the club vibes, everybody's smoking.
Yo, the best.
Socializing, drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck, talking to whoever, even talking to the hobos. You're so lit.
Yo, high key, I talk to the hobos
Yeah,
regardless,
when
but I talk to the hobos regardless.
When you're lit, like, you make them your homie, like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yo,
Yeah. High key.
Just so lit.
High
Like,
key,
everyone's
high
your bestie, you know?
High key, yes.
So it was those type of vibes. So then we go, and then, like, everyone's just vibing, having a good time, making new friends. And then, like, I just look, and, like, there was a bus station. My girl's, like, in a bus station with this guy.
What?
I'm like, why are you in a bus station? There's no buses running here right now. Okay, so I'm just like, what the fuck? So I go there and I see him, like, you know, trying to, like, touch her and stuff. And my girl was so drunk. Actually, that was my cousin. She was so drunk. And then, like, I was scared because I'm like, yo, imagine this guy, like, has a gun, you know,
100%.
So I was trying to be slick. So I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, oh, haha. Like, I started making these random jokes, you know? And then, like, I'm like, okay, we have to go. Like, the taxi's here. Like, mind you, I did not call a taxi. I'm just trying to get her out,
you just gotta go. Yo, it's one of those, it's a 1-2. It's a 1-2 you have to do.
In a slick way, because I caught the whole vibe. Like, you know, I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So then, boom. And then next thing you know, like, he right away, he's like, no, she's not going. Yeah, that's when I knew I was on point with what I was thinking. I was like, I'm on point.
What do you mean she's not going?
Yeah.
What do you mean she's not going?
Yeah, 100%.
Ew.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, clearly she's drunk. You're clearly not drunk. Like, you're normal.
You're clearly taking advantage of her being drunk. Like, what the fuck do you mean she's not going?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Can you see more creepy?
No, it was so creepy, and I'm already lit, but, like, I sobered up
Yo,
right away.
That shit sobers you up. Sobers you up real quick.
That shit
sobers you up real quick.
I remember feeling myself getting sober.
Yo, and legit just out, and you're like, yo, what you say?
Yeah, I was like, what? Excuse me? I'm like, you know, that's my cousin, right? Like, I'm gonna bring her no matter what. I don't care what you say. Like, I started, like, rambling, and he's like, no, we're having a good time. I'm like,
we're having
I'm
a
like,
good.
What? Like, what? Like, guys are just insane. Like, mind you, my cousin is so lit. She's not even, like, she's still lit right now. It's all happening in front of her face. She can't even, like, say anything. She's just drunk.
Hey, yo, no, guys are wild. Guys are wild.
Yeah, and then thank God, like, we got out of it because, like, I ended up, like, literally, like, getting savage mode on him. You know me? I was like, listen. I'm like, don't play with me, homie. I was like, don't play with me, homie. Like, this is gonna get serious.
The fact that you sobered up too, you know, I know it was like, not no joke. It was not no joke.
I was like,
you were like definitely gonna.
Like, I went savage mode on him. Like, I went so savage mode, like, to the point that, like, he couldn't even, like, he froze. Like, he was like, okay, like,
oh yeah, no, when
he froze, and then I grabbed her right away, and, like, we're out. You know?
Oh no, 100%. I super agree with you in the sense that, like, when it comes to, like, when you're out with your girls, it's like I'm also that friend that, like, yo, sober up in 2 seconds if shit happens.
If something happens, yeah.
If, like, I'm way too aware of my surroundings for the shit to fucking,
I'm
like,
so aware.
for shit to slide like that.
Like, take it. I was having fun. I was smoking with my new friends. Like,
you can be drinks deep, joints deep, all kinds of, like, eyes crossing. But you see, when you catch a moment, that shit is just like, it just you're back to just being like
in check. No, that happened.
People be wilding.
Yeah, that happened.
People out there, be careful in these streets. To be honest, like, as much as we talk about guys doing things, like, I've seen a lot of girls doing some trifling shit. To be honest, girls be girls, to be honest, like as much as like guys are super intense in that way, girls are gonna do everything to milk you out of your money. They will say everything to milk you out of your money.
Oh my God.
They will be your girlfriend for the night, man, and say that they will marry you just so they can milk you for some drinks and shit. So
stay woke.
So you know what? This is a people thing. You know,
stay woke,
stay
fellas.
woke, stay aware, man. You have to just, man.
Stay woke, fellas.
Stay woke out there in these streets.
My girl's putting you on some game right now. I hope you're taking it in.
Yo, y'all
fellas.
need to peep some things because, as you guys know, COVID is, places are opening. Fuckeries are about to happen again. Last week I was talking about how I miss going to the club and all those situations. That time is about to start coming. Okay. At the same time, don't go out like that. It's really not that necessary. Y'all just stay at home, Enjoy being a homebody. Do some things at home. Save your coins, Don't go out there in the street blowing away your money just because it's places are open again.
No, do not do that. Unless you have a steady bag coming in.
Oh, if you got a steady bag, a sugar daddy, and whatever.
Whatever it is,
whatever
you're
situation
good,
you got.
Go spend that chump change, but
if
not,
go spend that chunk change. Hit me up. I'm always down to turn up. Yo, hit us up. Always down to. Always down to fucking be there. I will roll for you. If you need someone to roll for you, I'm that person. I will bring the best vibes. I will bring some cracking for you. I'm here for the vibes.
That's
Here for the vibes, but at the same time, I'm an empath, and if I feel your vibes are off and I don't fuck with you, I will go home with
right away.
No
Uber
problem.
straight home, no stops.
All right, well, I feel like it's been a while now. I think that last time that I checked my laptop, we were 43 minutes in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, it's been going.
Oh my god!
Yeah, man,
this podcast just flies.
When I said that's why I'm doing this shit. It's so fun. It goes by nicely.
Oh my gosh.
It goes by fast, and people can just talk about whatever, and people get to see. Yeah, no. When I say that it goes by wildly, we got to see this fucking weird ass things on your screens.
Yeah, that was so weird.
By the way, I don't even know if like some of the beginning of the podcast was filmed because I thought I pressed it. Whatever, man. Camera was working.
It's okay.
Now it's been recording. This is gonna be going on YouTube. I know that like this is the third episode. It's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube.
My
this
girl's
time.
out here, guys.
Okay, because I had to bring my shit. I had to deal with the Uber, like forgetting my shit in the Uber. So like now
We here.
that's how I'm gonna end this.
We here.
People, where can they find your things? Please drop your
Oh, hell yeah. So you already know, follow me on Instagram, Badda Official, BADDA Official, because we stay official. Mm-hmm. Same thing on Twitter, Badda Official, YouTube, Badda Official. You know what time it is? Same thing everywhere. You can find me.
Yo,
I'm out here.
When you're on YouTube, y'all need to drop some likes and drop some comments on videos, because the reason why people ask to like your video is not just to say that it's a nice video. Shit helps be in the algorithm, and people get to discover this video because it's part of more of the algorithm of YouTube.
There you
just
go.
as the same as the audio listeners. Apple Podcasts, rate me a 5-star, leave a comment, subscribe to my shit, man. I'm trying to make the charts at some point. Who fucking knows?
Let's get it.
But we're out here, man. To be honest, guys, be self-aware. All I'm gonna say in life, it all goes down to self-awareness, because if you're self-aware, you won't be doing some trifling shit. You won't be screaming in studios for no reasons, and because you will be aware of shit. So be self-aware, guys.
Yeah, man, be self-aware.
Thanks, man.
Be self-aware. Be yourself.
What's your quote for tonight? How do you want to end this podcast? What's your quote for Badda?
Well, I just want to say, like I was saying, like, be yourself, number one. Number two, don't do things just because other people are doing it, which goes back to be yourself.
Sheesh.
And also, if you want to live good, you got to dream good, and you got to put in the hustle. That's for sure.
Hey, thank you.
That's for sure.
Love
Shout
that.
out to Gucci Girl. We're gonna put her on the YouTube, so don't forget to go check
Oh
that
yeah!
out.
Oh my God! Yeah, bring Gucci Girl now so they can see it because I think my camera's gonna die soon. So let's do that for the people. Hey yo, even if you're still on the audio, you want to pause this and go on YouTube. This is your time.
Hello, Gucci
Hi,
Girl.
Miss Gucci Girl. Hi. Oh, is it focusing on her? Hope
Yeah.
it is going to focus on the baby. But yeah, yo, YouTube saw it. Take your time. Thanks, Miss Gucci.
Let's go for a little tour. Who's that?
Okay.
Gucci Girl in the cut, and she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, thank you, Miss.
She wants to go back home.
All right.
Bad season.